So, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Time with Father Sam. Now, I was just thinking this morning that I may need to have some kind of theme song for these episodes. So, maybe something like Coffee Time with Father Sam. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Anyway, today I am here in my living room, very nice, comfortable living room in the rectory, and wanted to talk to you about this great live stream conference we had at St. Joseph's just this past Saturday on October 10/10/20. Our Faith and Science Conference, Seeing God in the Light of Science, featuring Dr. Stacy Trasancos. And she did a great job, an amazing job, in explaining to us really how our modern science today, the physical sciences of today, and the ways that we approach investigating our world came out of a Christian worldview, as she says, was born of Christianity. And she uses the work of a priest by the name of Father Stanley Yockey. And she did promote a book. I don't have that book handy right now, but maybe I can get that on the links, or we can get that to you somehow. But it's really very interesting what she was proposing, that because we have the view that the universe has a start, right, that there's a beginning, and that there is a creator independent from the things in the universe and the cosmos, that allows for us to really analyze and do scientific work, or using the scientific method that we know today on exploring our world, and of course then seeing God in that. So it was quite interesting. And then Dr. Trasancos gave us her conversion story, being a career scientist, and how she came to understand God and come to a relationship with Jesus Christ, converting to Catholicism in her pursuit of the truth. Right, this is really what we want, we desire. All of us desire the truth, and so she, in seeking the truth, has been led to the Catholic Church, and she had a great, very compelling, I would say, story of her conversion and being a mother of 7, a grandmother of 6. It was hard to believe. She looks so young, but that she is a grandmother as well. I think it was a great conference. We had also a period of question and answers, and there were a lot of great questions that you had submitted during the conference and even before the conference. Now, in regards to those questions, though, I know that we didn't have a lot of time to get into all of the details, and some of the stuff is still very important to understand and unpack, particularly when it comes to the theory of evolution, and how evolution and what the science today speaks about, how the origins of the universe, from the Big Bang to how we as human beings came about, our bodies, how the scientific evidence seems in some way to be very much in conflict with what we hear about in the story of Genesis, right? What's been revealed. Now, what we must believe as Catholics, what is de fide, as they call it, dogmatic, is that God is the creator of everything. That's what the Church has proclaimed, and very clear that there is a beginning, that God is the creator of all things, right? The unmoved mover, the first mover, and that he is the source of all life, and not only creator but also sustainer, right? He sustains all things in being in every instance. Now, how he did that, whether he did it in the 6 24-hour periods or he did it in 14 billion years, really the Church has not been able to make a declaration on that, because there's just not enough clear evidence, and it's not really in some ways necessary, right? The main thing is that God made everything. Now, we believe that the book of Genesis is real, but not literal, as Dr. Trinsenkos did describe to us. But I know that there's still a lot of questions there, that these things bring up more questions than answers when we start opening them up. And so that's why I'm going to be working with our Faith Formation Department, our director, Dr. Doug Beaumont, to maybe come up with some workshops or some opportunities where we can really unpack and discuss these things. I mean, there's so many others, right, that have to be talked about. I mean, Adam and Eve, being our first parents, and how that is related to what we discovered or what has been discovered so far in science, and a number. I mean, there's still many other issues. But I think the main point is that we have to see that science and faith are means by which God has showing himself to us. Like faith is, of course, the revelation that God is himself revealing himself to us, and we would only know that by God doing so, and that we believe that by the grace that he's given us. But that there's also human reason that helps us to look and to see the world around us and to see God's handiwork in the world and to understand more about how it all works together. And it's so amazing. And Dr. Trinsenkos went into the details of photosynthesis, some of her area of study, and it's just incredible what happens in every leaf in the world. I mean, the countless leaves and the countless trees and what's all going on inside at the subatomic level to capture the energy from the sun and to make that as a source of life for all in the everything on Earth. And so it's just incredible. There's this awe and wonder when you really start to think about how beautifully and harmoniously everything is made. And that's God. God is the creator of all that. And so I think also we can think about science as a way to evangelize, to show others, maybe those who are resistant to religious ideas and principles for whatever reason, that we can come through the means of science and human reason and philosophy to really open them up to be able to receive the gospel, right? And that's another thing. And we know that many of us are challenged, right, by perhaps even close family members, but the church is teaching about science, and we hoped in this conference to give confidence to those who may be challenged to say, no, the church is definitely for scientific inquiry, real, authentic scientific inquiry, not biases or science that's based on bias or predetermined outcomes or what we would call agendas that maybe some people have. But that there is definitely a place in our pursuit of God and our growing in wanting to see him and being able to see the truth. And science has a place in that, and that we must respect that and honor it, and use it in the way that God intended. So hope you guys have a great day. I'm a little embarrassed about my singing at the beginning, so... but I still will ask you to like and share. I've got to kind of humble myself a little bit. So, and work on my singing voice, if that's even possible. But please like and share. And I know you can probably do that in the time that I take another sip of coffee here. So the like button, the share button, maybe even a little song about that, but I'm not even going to attempt a song about the like and share at this point. All right, God bless and have a most beautiful day.